Now, we have been talking about the Pixel Fold for a very long time now, and we have seen the renders. They look really amazing. But what about the real-life photos? Well, one Reddit user posted a couple of photos taken in the New York City subway clearly shows a Pixel Fold in its full glory. But now the pictures were very clear. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, a Pixel Fold is coming from Google. Now, the Reddit user also claims that they were able to see the foldable's camera bump, which is the signature design element of the Pixel lineup. Like there is a camera bar of the Pixels, but it is just a slightly more different and more mature looking one, I would say. And this is actually the reason why they believed that this is the Pixel Fold. But that's not where it ends though. Now, we actually know the Pixel Fold size and the weight. Now, the Google's foldable device will actually be very similar to the size of the Oppo Find N2 rather than a Galaxy Z Fold 4. Now, these two foldable phones, the Oppo Find N2 and the Pixel Fold, actually have the same kind of height, 140mm or 5.5 inches. The Pixel will be slightly wider by 7mm or 0.25 inches at just under 80mm. Now, for comparison, the Fold 4 is actually 155.1mm tall and 67.1mm wide. That's actually quite a bit like a candy bar looking phone. Another thing that we're hearing is that the internal display will actually have less visible crease thanks to a new design in the hinge. And yeah, it will be almost similar to the Oppo Find N2's hinge, which is a water drop hinge. The internal screen will actually form water drop shape when folded. That simply means two halves of the phones will have less gap in between them when closed. That's actually good. Now, according to 95 Google, the Pixel Fold is slightly heavier than the Galaxy Z Fold 4, which is about 263 grams. Now, what good thing is that whole weight is not exactly the hinge and everything else, it's also the battery capacity. Well, the Galaxy Z Fold 4 has 4400 mAh battery, while the Oppo Find N2 has 4520 mAh battery. Well, the 95 Google actually says that the battery size will be closer to the 5000 mAh battery, but it will still be less, like 4900 mAh or so. I mean, that's my guess. Now, according to leaker Yogesh Barar, both the Pixel 7a and the Pixel Fold will make their debut at the Google's May I/O event. The 10th of May is the date. The Pixel 7a will be available in more markets than it ever did, but I've already made a video on the Pixel 7a, you can check out that one. The Fold, on the other hand, will only come in select regions. Because you know what, it's kind of like the Google Pixel Watch, it's kind of like a consumer product, but it's still a test. Now, as for the pricing though, which is a big important thing, the Pixel 7a will still be like 450 to 500 according to the leaker, but the Pixel Fold will be somewhere in between 1300 and 1500 bucks in the US. Well, the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is currently selling at the same price as well, so Google Pixel Fold will directly compete with the Galaxy Z Fold 4. But do keep this in mind, the Pixel Fold will still come with the Tensor G2 chip if it's coming in July, somewhere in July. And if it gets delayed and it is coming somewhere like October or November, then yeah, there is a chance that it will come with the Tensor G3 chip. Now, if you want to know more about the Tensor G3 chip of the Pixel 8 Pro or the 8, you can check out my recent video on that. I will link down below. If it comes with the Tensor G2 chip, then it will directly compete with the Galaxy Z Fold 4, and that will go down in pricing when the Galaxy Z Fold 5 arrives. So yeah, the competition is still gonna be on fire, literally. Now, what we know so far about the Pixel Fold is that it will come with a 50 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 10 megapixel telephoto zoom camera. Now, we don't know how much zoom, but somewhere like my guess is like 3x to 5x. Now, as for the front camera though, there is gonna be an 8 megapixel micro hole selfie camera, ultra micro hole selfie camera, if that makes sense to you. Now, the inner screen will still have quite a bit bezels at the top and the bottom, and the top bezel will actually have a selfie camera. I don't know why Google is gonna do that, but they're gonna do it. Anyway, the screen though is still gonna be Samsung made one, and it will be a 7.6-inch display with 1840 by 2208 pixels resolution. And it will also come with 120Hz refresh rate, adaptive one. Anyway, that's exciting nonetheless, even though it's just gonna be a first generation Google Pixel Fold product, but it will still be a good one because after all, Google making a Pixel Fold, and Google also is the owner of Android, so you know what I mean. Android of its own is gonna have some insane improvements, and that will be good for the future foldables. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think? And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website, a link down below. Until the next one, bye and take care.